So, if Hellraiser and Alien had a love child, I'm guessing? Event Horizon, released in 1997 and is directed by Paul Anderson, who's also behind such films like Mortal Kombat, Soldier, Resident Evil, Alien vs. Predator, and the masterpiece of Pompeii. And this film is starring Lawrence Fishburne, Kathleen Quinlan, Jolie Richardson, Richard T. Jones, Jack Noseworthy, Sean Pertwee, Jason Isaacs, and Sam Neill. And the reason why we're talking about Event Horizon today is because it was a PayPal recommendation and donation from a big contributor and supporter of this channel, David Klimoff. Thank you very much for your recommendation and your support for me and this channel, and recommending the movie that I know I've seen parts of this. I remember my brother renting this, and I feel like I checked out the end of this movie. And this was around the time when I didn't really know how films were made, and if I ever saw any kind of blood on screen, I would freak out. So seeing Sam Neill in the extreme close-up with all of the cuts on his face, I remember having that image just burned into my brain, but not understanding exactly what was happening because I hadn't watched this entire movie up until then. So thank you very much for forcing me to watch an entire movie of something that had scarred me as a child and getting over my fear of it, I guess. Quite easy to do with this movie. So thank you very much, David, for the recommendation. If anyone else out there also wants to be like David and help support me and contribute to this channel, you can select the QR code that is in the bottom left corner of your screen right now. Send over your donation of $5 or more with your movie recommendation, and if I have access to it, I will watch it, review it, and give you a little shout out, just like what I did with David here. In the year 2040, the spaceship Event Horizon disappeared. But now, 7 years later, the ship has reappeared by Neptune, and Captain Miller, played by Lawrence Fishburne, and his entire crew of the Lewis and Clark are charged with a rescue mission of the ship and anyone who may still be alive on board. But as they arrive and dock the ship, they immediately realize that something really freaky is happening here, and find themselves running against the clock to maintain breathable oxygen on both ships and hopefully make it home scot-free. But then come to find out that the Event Horizon has traveled almost on the other side of the universe, and apparently on the other side of the universe are a bunch of Hellraiser people, hell demons, I don't know, but people who love a good time, let's put it that way. And now they're back, and somehow Sam Neill knows this, and he wants to have the good time. He wants to be at the orgy. He wants to be in the room where it happened, and he wants the entire crew to come with him back to the demon orgy. Again, it's a great time. So I know that this film was a commercial failure, a box office failure. It didn't make anywhere near to what the initial budget was of this movie. I know it went through a hell of a production where the final cut of this film was edited like crazy because initial screeners, people were like, wow, this is really gory. This is awful shit. They brought in amputees and they brought in adult film stars to film like a blood orgy that went on for like way too long. And in this cut of the movie, you get it for like, what, 3-5 seconds of footage? And then Titanic wasn't going to make its release, so they were trying to rush it to release, and all of a sudden we get this hour-and-a-half film, which I thought that this film was way longer. I remember my brother renting it when I was a kid, and I felt like he was just downstairs forever watching this thing. But no, this is only like an hour 36. Clearly, there is a lot of footage that was edited and chopped away from the final cut of this film. And reading up on it, it sounds like we are never going to see that footage. I guess we got a special edition DVD a couple of years ago where they released a couple of deleted scenes, extended scenes, some voiceover to it. But apparently they were interested in doing a director's cut, so when they started that process, they realized that the caretaking of the original footage was not the best, and all of that footage was basically destroyed and not usable, or it's just completely lost, so we will never see what was meant to be in this film unless we get a remake, or I guess there's some comic book adaptations out there. And it's a shame because I feel like there is something really great here that could have benefited from at least another 20 minutes of footage, maybe another 30, 35. This whole idea of the ship traveling almost to the other side of the universe, coming back and having these demon people from hell. Sam Neill knows about it and becomes one himself. And there could have been a great discussion here about science and God and religion and how they can coexist and how they benefit one another and how they combat one another. But now instead we get a basic space adventure survivalist movie where they need to fix their ship because they're idiots and docked on this ship. They probably should have known something bad was going to happen. I mean, just check out Sam Neill over there in the corner. He's the entire time just freaking out like, I gotta go on the ship. No, let me go by myself. No, nothing's happening. Nothing's going on. It's probably just the piping and expanding and contracting. No, nothing's going on here. All the while in his mind, he's dreaming about magical blood orgies. But in terms of like the killer monster and the killings that happen in this film, they're actually pretty gruesome and they're actually pretty cool. That's why I said in the beginning that this film is a love child between Hellraiser and Alien. You just mix the two, they have the same plot points and the same aesthetic, and you get Event Horizon. And I was thinking when Cooper is being shot out into space on the debris and he's trying to make his way back, like, they're not going to give us this moment of him doing this heroic and amazing feat of making his way back to the ship only for Sam Neill to shoot the hook and to kill the dude, which it totally looked like it did, by the way. But nope, Cooper is fine. He makes it back onto the ship and it's down to them three now. And then it all leads to a climax of a fake out where we think that a couple of the crew members are okay, and then they wake up in their stasis, and then all of a sudden it's Sam Neill, but no, it's not. It's all just a dream, and then credits roll. It just feels like it's cut to death. The story here and everything, it just feels like it's all over the place and that there were too many hands in the pot. I just wish I could have seen the original cuts of this film where we did have all of that gore and the longer runtime, because I feel like this film and this story and these performers, everyone who worked on it, deserved to have that version of that story told. Because it sounds like it was way more cohesive and made a lot more sense and just gave this film and this crisis that all these characters were in time to breathe. I'm gonna give Event Horizon 3 out of 5 Blu-rays.
Not exactly what I had in mind, but not bad.
So guys, if you've seen Event Horizon, what did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across because of this video, then comment below and let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell. See you the next time I'm releasing my next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time on the channel, but in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.